Welcome back to another episode of Union Made and Uncensored. I'm Tim.
This is Terry.
This is Mike. I'm new here.
This is Mike.
This is Brian.
Sup, Cox? This is Anthony. Today we are going to have a very, very special, important person here with us. Call him a guest, a friend, a dick, whatever you want to call him, but we call him Matt.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for having me. Thanks for that great, grand introduction, too.
Let's see if you ever come back.
First and last.
Matt's a fellow bricklayer, fellow union officer from the great state of Illinois. They allowed him access to cross the river today to be with us. So I want to thank Governor Pritzker for that.
And my PO.
And then before joining the local, Matt was also a jarhead. Matt,
Right on. Yeah, I was.
Where'd you? What years?
I was in 96 to 2001. I was out in the East Coast, just north of you.
Boot camp at
MCRD San Diego.
San Diego Hollywood Jarheads.
Heck yeah. Sunglasses and surfboards.
MOS.
6335, aviation electrician.
Swing with the wing, boys. Swing with the wing.
Aviation electrician? No shit?
Yeah, on the Aviate Harrier. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Did 5 years of that. So,
Matt, the logical question is, how'd you go from an aviational electrician to a bricklayer?
well, after
3 planes crashed.
Have you seen the record
I didn't know the
on
right way to
Harrier?
say that, but yeah. I was going to say some bad crosswind, but
Harriers don't have the best track record, do they?
well, they got better. Yeah.
after Matt became a bricklayer.
After 2001.
That's what I was going to say.
So we used to fucking hate the Harriers. If you were on Camp Lejeune, these guys thought it was cool. They would practice taking off and landing on just the roads on Camp Lejeune. You might be on your way off base, going to do whatever, and traffic stop because the Harriers are taking the time to practice landing and taking off. If you don't know anything about Harriers, Matt, the runway they need is
None. They vertical.
Yeah.
Everything's vertical. Vertical takeoff and landing. So
No
just-
shit.
they sit down just like a helicopter and get back up just like a helicopter. So
And you were the electrician for them?
yeah.
Oh,
Heck
wow.
yeah, man.
Man. Two gentlemen, you guys are both veterans, so and you guys are both involved with Helmets to Hard Hats, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
So why don't you gentlemen give us a rundown here of what it takes? Let's just, for every a veteran, right? Veteran may want to get into the trades. What avenue do they take?
It's simple here. So I'm with Local 8 Illinois, and Helmets to Hard Hats is very simple. You just walk in, you make application, you're ready to go. You get to jump or skip some of the other processes of like testing, interviewing, things like that. So I don't know what your guys' whole process includes, but at Local 8, you would make application, you would then come back in for an interview, take a written test, submit all your necessary documents. With Helmets to Hard Hats, all you need is your DD-214. You're ready to go.
Yeah, and the neatest thing about Helmets to Hard Hats is the pay. Matt didn't mention, but you have to have the GI Bill, because what they're going to do is while you're going through your apprenticeship, Helmets to Hard Hats is going to pay you back that GI Bill instead of you making you will be making the wage that an apprentice makes, but they're going to add to that with your money from the GI Bill.
Exactly. And, so I did use the GI Bill during my apprenticeship, and when I got out of the Marine Corps, I went to 2 years of college over at SIU Edwardsville, and decided that wasn't for me, and then jumped into bricklaying. But yeah, and you were able to use that GI Bill while you're in your apprenticeship. So you got a check on top of a check. It was great.
That's a big deal.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's huge.
That's
Yeah.
Well,
that's big.
and there's not a local in any trade in this country that's not going to put that veteran first and foremost for the next hire into their apprenticeship program. A, it's the right thing to do, but B, he or she's already been vetted. The Marine Corps especially, we know how to show up on time and do what the hell we're told.
Right. Yeah. One thing we're good at is taking orders.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an awful big
that's
thing when it
huge.
comes to the trades, right? Being prompt, being on time, showing up. I mean, that's the bare necessity, right? And putting the effort in.
accountability.
You guys have proved that time and time again. I mean, so yeah, helmets to hard hats is a great tool, great avenue for any veteran that wants to explore any of the trades, whether it be a painter, bricklayer, tile setter. It doesn't matter what trade you want to get in. You get an opportunity to actually, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I believe you get an opportunity to pick, right?
Yeah.
When you guys are, what do you call it when you're coming out of the service?
I went through. I don't know, Mike. It might have been different. You were in before me, but it went through like a separation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They showed us how to balance a checkbook. And they were like, no, back then, in 1992, it was like, okay, this is how you balance a checkbook.
Here's how you move your money to an
Bye.
offshore gambling account.
Right. No, but pretty much
He had that down.
it was goodbye. It's nothing like it is today. Today they're very good about helping service members, be they veterans or not, but helping service members transition from
Right.
active duty to civilian life, because that'll tell you, man, it is a trip on that last day when you leave the base, wherever it is you've been stationed, and all of a sudden everything you've been living for, how long were you in?
5
Matt?
years.
Okay, Matt was 5, I was 6. It's like, now what do I do?
Yeah.
Right? My whole world is
Yeah.
in my rear view mirror.
Does that GI Bill cover tools and stuff like that, or?
So with the GI Bills, you get a check.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So you spend it whatever you want. Now you can't turn like receipts in saying, "Hey, I bought a hammer and a trowel." No, they don't take that. You get an allocated. It's an amount they'll give you. That's set.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's such a big deal, though, for a person, especially after you put a few years in the service. You come out, you're a young adult. You're not most cases, you're not an 18-year-old coming out. So a lot of people have families at that point, maybe young kids, who knows, but being able to be a level 1 apprentice in any industry, any trade, unionized, and being able to make that whole, and still provide for your family and take care of everything. I mean, that's, man, you're
talk
miles
about it.
ahead.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time. The first year and a half of an apprentice, they're struggling. You're going to struggle. It's just the nature of the beast. When I started, it was $7 an hour. And it wasn't too long before you started, Matt, so that's a big difference, and I had a family, I had a kid, and I was just getting married. So that's huge.
I actually lost money. I took a pay cut to join the apprenticeship, knowing that it was going to pay off in the long run.
Yep.
But I took
So
a
did
pay
I.
cut to join the apprenticeship. But
So did I.
Yeah. I was working non-union as
I
a
took a
hod
50 cent an
carrier.
hour pay cut.
Yeah.
How in the fuck did Fox, Mike? I'm sorry. How did you you started when you were like 9. How did you take a pay
Well,
cut?
I didn't start laying brick when I was 9.
How in
When
the
I-
fuck?
He was running work.
I went from working in the yard making $6.45,
Oh,
and then I
okay.
came in the apprenticeship making $6.
Back in 1984.
Well, and also we're competing now against what Amazon. It's probably a busy time for them. I know 2 years ago, Amazon was hiring anybody off the street and starting them at $20 an hour.
Yeah, good point. I think any veteran that's looking to get into any of the unionized trades is going to get snatched up. I think Mike mentioned that you're going to jump to the front of the line just because you have been vetted. That's why we start pre-apprenticeship programs, to kind of weed through and vet people. And number one is, can you show up on time?
See if they can show up for 3 weeks in a row at 07 and
Yep.
And then go back to what you're saying, Brian. Someone who gets out of the military, right? So you got the work skills or you got the work ethic, and now on top of that, you've got adult bills to pay. You may have rent, you may have kids. You're transitioning from one career, and you're going into another. You need another career to go into. Yep. So a contractor, a lot of times, will look at and say, "Hey, not only is he a vet or she a vet, but they got the work ethic and they have a little more reason to get to work every day, right?
Yeah.
Somebody depends on that check, whether it's Aaron, the landlord, or the kids. You
Yeah,
know?
it's not their buddies counting on him to have show up at the bar with
Exactly.
with a check.
Yeah. They're not working for a bar tab, right?
But helmets to hard hats though is an awesome program that leads the vets in a direction into the trades, unionized trades.
And anybody that's listening to this, if you are a veteran and call any local union, call it any local union. If you recently separated from service, and you're thinking about any of the construction trades, don't hesitate. Call any local union, and we all network together. We all communicate. We're in with each other. So
Terry, we'll start with you, like military wise, just for shits and giggles for a moment, because most of us here are not veterans. But if you were, what branch of the military would you have gone into?
That's a good question. What I wanted to get into, what I'd be, that I'd qualify as two different things. You know what I mean? Let's be honest with yourself, right there. I think it'd be cool to be a Navy SEAL for sure. You know.
Come on, here. This is back to
nobody signs
my
up for
dick's
Navy.
bigger than
I
yours.
just said-
He said branch of service,
I
not
don't know.
I've got a
specific
big dick. I'm gonna be a SEAL.
MOS.
You don't sign up for Navy SEAls.
No.
No, they'll find you if you think you got what it takes. They'll find you.
Anthony, what about you?
Which one goes to the Philippines the most? Now, dead honest, which one goes?
I was in the Philippines, but the Navy goes most.
Navy.
Ship ahoy, boys! That's where I'm going.
Anchors away.
With his luck, there will have been a fight there the night before, and they'll all be restricted to ship and not get to go into a longboat.
Yeah, I can't see them allowing you out after midnight.
Yeah, but see, I can cause a bunch of shit down there and blend in with the crowd. I can just walk in there and disappear. Look at me. I'm gone.
The short legs.
I don't see any
Short legs get in
resemblance
trouble.
No.
to a Filipino.
Those
I'm
short
sorry.
legs.
The rest of them doesn't fit in.
Really?
You've got
The
You got
beautiful
long
olive
arms.
complected skin?
No, it's like a Buddha statue.
That's not the
Orangutan.
fucking Philippines, man.
I don't even
Close
know.
enough.
I don't even know if they still use Subic. Do you know, Matt? If they still use Subic Bay as a port?
I don't know. I've never been.
I know they didn't. I know we were rid
Matt's
of that.
lying. Matt's lying. No, he's
No,
been there.
he didn't get to. He
My
was
face
never
is
in
red.
Subic.
Big Mike got his wallet robbed there by.
No, I didn't.
Filipino
Why would
hooker.
you need a wallet in the Philippines? I mean, like $1 a beer was.
Yeah, you
20
walk
I
around.
I don't
cash.
think he was talking about beer.
Yeah, and I was there so long ago. This was before electronic wire transfers and all that. That you could float a check. You could write a check for like $200, go to the PX and cash it, and know that it would take 2 or 3 weeks for it to get to the United States to come out of your account. So you could.
Yeah.
You
could
learn how to
float.
write bad checks when
Yeah.
you're in the military.
I,
Timmy, what would you do? You're too tall; they wouldn't accept you.
No, excuse me. I was
And
gonna
he'd be
a
good
seaman.
0311.
What'd you just say?
I was going to be a seaman.
No, you would be a good 0311 humping with
Navy.
them long legs.
Yeah.
That's Navy.
I'm
My
good.
brother-in-law was in the Navy for 6 years or so. I think 4 or 6 years. I can't remember. So him and my sister, they traveled the country. So we were down in Orlando with them. We went to Idaho Falls with them. We went up to Seattle. Went and toured a submarine up in Seattle. So I went to the map center and everything. I signed up, did a full body physical, and failed it with my eye exam. I only have one eye, so they said nope, get out.
What made you think that they were going to?
Well,
accept
I
you?
wanted to go. When Desert Storm hit, that was the thing. I was going. I was trying to get in and do whatever I could.
So, did you try to fake it with that one eye, or how'd you?
No, I didn't. There's really no faking it.
When they put the black cover over the one eye, he was kind of
He
lost.
was like,
No.
done. Huh?
Yeah. No.
It's better than Ted Nugent.
Yeah. But no, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go into the Navy, so it didn't quite work out.
That's good.
Those German doctors down at the maps, they have a heyday with you, I bet.
Yeah. Bend over, spread your butt cheeks.
Yeah, walk like a duck.
The Marine Corps is a department of the Navy.
Yeah.
Men's department. I tell that often. I'm a member up in Florissant, VFW 4105. That's probably the most entertaining joke. That one, or if you're old enough, the Army used to have a slogan that said, "Be all you can be."
Yeah.
Army told me to be all I could be, so I joined the Marine Corps.
Nice. I'll use that at my VFW.
It's incredible. Mike, what about you?
I actually tried to get in the Army. I failed because of my hearing, but
What?
What?
yeah, I tried for about a year to get in the Army
Why'd you fail, Mike?
because of my hearing.
You had fucked up hearing back then?
Yeah,
I'm gonna say,
were you
it's kind of
born with it?
comical. No, my biggest hobby, shooting, is the reason that I couldn't get into the.
When
The
did you
one
try to
career.
get into the Army? Were you
And
12?
1984.
no, 86.
86.
1986 is when I was trying to get in the Army. I was 16.
And you had bad hearing then?
Yes, I did.
Well, you
He had-
couldn't get in till 18.
Well, he had to choose
No,
between.
yeah, you could. You could with your.
Do you remember his
parents'
nickname,
signature.
Mike? Big
No,
Mike.
Yes,
my,
you remember
my
his
parents
nickname?
signed for me when I
Little
was
Bear.
17.
Mike, I'm
Little
telling
Bear.
you, I went through. I took
Little
the
Bear, Little Bear,
ASVAB
let
test.
me
I
in.
took the physical. Everything else.
Terry,
And-
could you imagine when he had hair on top of his head?
I seen pictures of it.
Hey, I had a full head of hair, full mustache,
easy,
everything else.
Hit that grunt going. It's like a grunt call over there.
Grunt.
Yeah, you were grunting just now.
I wasn't grunting.
Can you replay that for us, please?
Hey, I had a. Hey, I had a.
Playback. All right. Well,
What was yours,
We're-
Brian? Did we miss yours?
No, you
Yeah,
didn't.
you kind of skipped right over you.
All right, past it.
Yeah.
Timmy threw me off. When he said
Did you want to be
semen.
on a boat for months and months with 100 other guys,
No,
or
Mike,
500
actually,
other guys, or?
No. I grew up watching Rambo. Rambo was a Green Beret. There was no mention of the
My
Navy SEALs
brother,
back
my
then,
little
so
brother-in-law's Green Beret.
I was
My brother's
more
a Green Beret.
into the Army, so I'm sorry, but that's where I would have been.
Fucking
What were
Hornets,
you,
man.
Mike? What were you?
1811 tanker.
Yeah, he probably out there in the desert with the cacks, man.
He was
Oh,
shitting
yeah.
and pissing. Tell the. Go ahead.
Well, no, I mean, you're out in the field. I mean,
You dig your cat hole and shit, and you piss.
yeah.
One
and
time
then,
I got in
then your
trouble.
buddies throw pine cones at you and call you gay and stuff while you're trying to take a shit in the woods.
Yeah, right. I got in trouble one time, and I had to dig cat holes. That was my punishment. I did cat holes for everybody, and then I had to go back and tend them.
No.
Yeah.
digging them would be one thing.
Did they at least give you a
We-
shovel to tend them with?
Yeah, you get an e-tool, a little
Yeah.
shovel.
Well, in the tanks we had regular shovels, right?
Yeah.
But I had a driver one time that didn't dig a hole, and we were training at a Lejeune, and I walked around the back of the tank and stepped in shit. Right now, I'm a tank gunner.
Yeah.
At this time, right? He's the driver, and I was madder than a hornet. Who da da da? And it come down. It was the driver. So I was like, okay, well, we're going to drive around the rest of the day, and my boot is covered in shit. And you know where my foot's going to be?
Right by his head.
behind the driver's head. Like, you're smelling this shit. I'm going to gurgle and gag, but this shit's going to be about 6 inches from the back of your head all day.
That's
So
making
at least
me
it was his
nauseous right
shit.
now, Mike. That's
I mean, it was his own shit.
Take you back
so.
to the job sites when they come pump the Johnnies, right?
oh,
There's nothing like seeing a guy pumping a Johnny while he's eating a sandwich.
that's
Yeah.
a different
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
a true
human.
story.
Got
They
a
all
bag,
do it.
bag
It's
of chips
crazy.
in his dashboard,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh man.
An apple, eating it, and just
but like
oh.
out in Saudi Arabia, we had an empty 50 cal box, not the metal box, but the wood crate that
Yeah, the
two
wood
boxes
crates,
came
yeah.
in, and that's what we used for our toilet out there. And literally, you just went far enough away that people couldn't throw shit and hit you while you were taking a shit. That's how far you went away, just
Yeah.
out of range from somebody hitting you on the side of the head with a rock while you were trying to take a turd in the desert.
Well, if you're a veteran though, and you're considering any of the trades, we would love to have you. If you're listening to this, these gentlemen here are two of the finest that I've ever met, and if there's more out there like these guys, we'd love to have you. Bricklayer, tile setter, terrazzo worker, tuck pointer, any of the above. Look, the carpenters, that's not so great.
Nope.
Electricians, that can be boring, and you can get electrocuted. Why would you not want to come and participate in our trades in the BAC? So give us a holler. Matt with Local 8, Mike with Local 18, Timmy and Terry with Local 1, and come on board. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, and I'll tell you one thing that I didn't know if I'd ever be able to duplicate it, but was the camaraderie that I had in the Marine Corps with my guys there. I jumped out here, and everywhere I go in the bricklayers, I have that camaraderie. So you'll jump right back into it.
No, that's awesome. That's what you hear a lot about, with like guys that retire. The biggest thing, they don't miss working. They miss the camaraderie. They miss being around the guys, the daily talk, the everyday grind that you're talking about.
Right? Yeah.
That's one thing. That's one thing I think we get in all these jobs is the camaraderie, right?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
if you come up playing any kind of sport, Anthony, what you know what you get what I'm. You were a
nice.
soccer
Water
player,
polo.
weren't you? I mean, I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like you're
no.
used to being around your buddies playing sports and shit like that. You come into these industries, it's a team.
There's still guys that I
atmosphere,
talk to
you're
that I
around
played high
guys.
school sports with. I mean, it's just
They had water polo.
He would have drowned to me.
It would have been
I
fun
can,
to watch.
I can fucking swim.
You can.
I can swim like
You
a
should be able
motherfucker.
to. Your arms are 8 feet long.
And your shins are
Let me
only
tell
a
you
foot and a
something.
half.
I'm built like a fucking seal. What are you gonna say about that?
Well,
Huh?
we ain't gonna.
Huh?
disagree.
We're not going to argue.
I will
it.
fucking swim. I will
I am-
outswim all of you. I'm a,
For
like
some reason, I don't think that's true.
no, 100%. Unless we're in a river.
Are you like a Greg
Money on the
Louganis?
line?
Unless we're in the river.
Greg
And he sees a
Louganis.
spider, or he sees
You?
anything floating, something.
Greg Louganis.
Yes, he's 100% like Greg Louganis. Yes,
Say
he is.
yes.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not
he's the
gonna
guy-
say yeah.
Isn't he the guy with the AIDS?
He's got AIDS. He's got AIDS.
After he seen that bird fly down on the river and pick up a fish,
What
he,
would-
he was swimming like a motherfucker.
What would you do
What?
if you were swimming and a bird dive bombed you?
Would die. As simple as that. I'd die. I would just end it. I would just. I would hold my breath and go underwater as long as I can.
That's kind of I wouldn't expect you to say the swimming thing. That kind of shocks me.
Oh, I
I don't
can
know
swim.
why.
I can swim like a mother.
I thought
Hey.
so. Wait a minute, hold on though.
Ready.
Are we talking about sports? Like if you were going to do something, you would be a swimmer. Honestly,
No, God, no. Like a cat. Like I don't even want to say catcher.
Well, what
in
would
front of
you-
guys.
Would you be one of the
Um,
ballet swimmers?
you're a catcher.
No, yeah, see, that's I fucked up. I fucked up.
Are we back to the man's
fucked
heartbeat
up.
again?
We're not talking about Yachty.
Yeah,
Huh?
We're talking about Anthony.
Oh no, I can.
it's a two different
I
type
can, I
catching.
can play, dude.
Okay, all right.
He's good on his knees, he's saying.
Terry's the pitcher.
Lawsuit happening. Keep going. What else you got to say about it? No, what else you got to say
On
about
to our
it?
next subject. Let's have a recap of everybody's Thanksgiving. What took everybody good?
Oh, same old shit. Batshit crazy sisters.
I had to get up at
Good
2:30
family.
in the morning in order to start smoking the turkey.
No, I thought you were going somewhere else there.
So is that. So is that.
Some of us have to wake up that early too to start smoking to deal with our families. And it's not no turkey.
What were you smoking? What were you smoking, Mike? Look, he's lost.
Turkey.
Don't make eye
Say it.
contact with me like that, Mike.
All right. Well, the drug dealer smoking a
Say it,
turkey.
say it.
What?
Shit. Hey, messed you up to the point you jerked the microphone out.
I didn't know where you were going with
Yeah,
that either.
2:30 in the morning in order to smoke a 16-pound bird because they decided they wanted to have dinner at 11 or lunch at 11 o'clock.
I guess your wife can't cook.
Nah,
Answer the question, Mike.
you don't know
Answer
how
the
to
question.
smoke a turkey. No,
Quick. That was a quick answer. That was
She
good.
doesn't know how to smoke a turkey. Does she know how to
No.
smoke the white owl?
Hey,
nah,
kidding.
no.
He don't know
Don't
what that
answer-
is.
Brian
Don't know
has
what
to
that
cook
is.
too.
Don't answer that. Don't answer.
I don't know what that is. What's the white owl?
It's what Uncle Rick did to you. Remember?
Thanksgiving of '97.
Who was on the football team?
Cowboys beat the Packers.
Oh.
What was the score?
Yeah.
Okay. Trauma just kicked in. That's all right.
He's
Listen,
having
that's okay.
flashbacks.
nobody burnt
Yeah,
down.
you
Nobody
need
burnt
need
down
a
a deck.
tissue, Anthony.
Did anybody put a frozen turkey in a deep fryer by chance?
No,
No, but I did watch about
Anthony.
30 of them videos.
Did you make the White Castle stuffing?
Yeah. No, I'm serious. Yeah, it's great. Try it. It's fantastic. Once again, you get burgers, not cheeseburgers. Okay.
You take the pickles off.
Take the pickles out. You blend it all up. Like, fucking make it look
Like
like
it's a-
stuffing.
Okay.
You stuff that fucking bird. The closer you get to the center, oh my God.
With the
Yeah.
stuffing or when
Yeah,
you
that's
eat
it though. You don't put nothing with it. Like
You don't mix anything besides the burgers.
Just you stuff it with the White Castle. You get a crave case.
Your voice changes when you start talking like that about the turkey and
Because I'm
stuffing.
getting really hot. I'm getting really fucking hot right now.
all right, Matt. You ever had White Castle Thanksgiving?
No,
Like
I was learning.
stuffing?
I was learning. What
What
this is
not
a
to
real thing,
Yeah, no, I'm being serious. Yeah, I'm not bullshitting. You try
Yeah.
it. It's amazing.
and you blend it up like till,
You
or you
like-
just
like-
chop
like-
it up.
Yeah, you chop it up, blend it up, whatever. Just that.
Gotcha. Same consistency of
Oh.
normal stuffing.
Fuck me, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
All
I'm
right.
getting hot. Watch out, Terry.
Might have to bring some in so
Or
you can
actually
try
get
that.
close. Get
I don't
close
know
to
if
Might
I
have
want
to
to waste
Google
money
it.
on
Hold
the
up.
turkey
Wait a minute.
to try it.
So you got to get the White Castle the day before.
No, get them that day. They're open.
Okay.
Oh, they're open.
Gotcha.
Hold on, I'm gonna get the recipe right now.
Okay.
Well, you
all
just
right.
told us. Chop it up.
So no eventful days though. Everybody had a good Thanksgiving. That's what matters.
Nah, nobody died.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Weber's the only one that brought up politics with his family.
yeah. I mean, look at them.
He's cheap, man. He's cheap.
He is cheap.
That's
We
a fact.
talk politics at my family, but we're all on the same boat. We're all-
Yeah, we are too.
I mean, it's good politic talk,
Yeah.
really. I mean, not good, but we're all on the same page,
Yeah,
fighting for the same battles.
Whether you're on opposite sides or not, if you can have a
Yeah.
good conversation, that's cool. But when it becomes ignorant and
Starts
You know.
dividing the family.
yeah, that's when it's no good. Yeah, I mean,
That's when the fist fights
So
break
so
out at
moving on,
Thanksgiving.
everybody here is a proclaimed golfer.
Some of us are professionals.
Some of us definitely are not.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I'm a professional by
I'm
no
like
means.
I'm like Tiger Woods. Like with the sex addict and the pill problem. The golf I'm working on, but I'm like Tiger Woods.
You're hitting 2 out of the 3.
I'm getting there, baby.
Uh,
Yeah, there's some guys can throw their golf clubs further than they can hit it.
no,
Hit
yeah.
the golf ball.
Yeah, but that guy that throws those clubs, he told us years ago that he was the best.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not that good, but I sure like having fun trying to do it.
Oh, I do too.
Hey guys, remember when Timmy got fucking nailed by that?
Yeah, you remember that one guy? He was an asshole.
Yeah.
He was aiming straight right at the fairway.
I remember Timmy
and I'm
was
far
in
left.
front of a
Far
guy
left. I
swinging a
wouldn't.
golf club.
I wouldn't.
Timmy was
Technically,
40
that's
yards
illegal.
left.
Hey,
It was. At
not
least
there's the number
supposed to
one
be in
rule:
front.
never stand in front of somebody that's
Oh,
getting
yeah.
ready to tee off.
You're damn right.
Let alone
this is-
somebody that doesn't claim to be a professional.
Let me break down the scenario. You ready? There it is. It's a beautiful, beautiful, fucking
Iowa Day
beautiful. It's a beautiful Saturday.
in Iowa.
Birds chirping, which I didn't like that part. It was a
pretty
cool,
funny.
crisp day. There's Tim having the time of his life. Just like, wow, look, I hit this ball really good. Then this one asshole.
Why does this guy got to be an asshole?
I don't know. I'm not saying you looked at him and you said, I'm gonna hit this motherfucker. And we said, no.
As I'm
You said,
driving,
no, wait a minute.
I'm
As
gonna
I'm
hit
driving
the ball.
the golf
Hit the ball.
No, you said I'm gonna hit this motherfucker.
I'm driving the golf cart
It's a golf
across
ball.
the fairway,
my
across the cart
yeah, the
path,
golf ball.
in the weeds that were 3 foot high,
He got
going
hit
up
when
a
he was in
hill
the
to the
weeds.
fence, going out of play out of the whole golf course. And he hits
He
the ball.
was in front of the golf ball.
You were 50 yards to
Right.
the left.
He was so.
It was like
I don't
the
know how.
fucking-
I don't
no,
know how
listen.
didn't clip your left foot when you hit the ball. It's
Dude,
that,
it was
that
like
far
the
left.
fucking Matrix. I seen it coming. And I'm trying to move and get out of the way. And I
Brian's
bring my shin up, and the shin, it hits my fucking shin. And instantly swells up. He starts almost gagging and puking because Brian's the one that hit me. I'm just telling you, he killed it.
We were trying to keep names out.
Did it leave a scar?
Oh, yeah. To this day.
Yeah, there's a scar on the shin.
When you brought your shin up, what do you mean you brought, like, you were gonna karate kick it?
No,
Or
I
what
was
were you
trying to get
gonna
the fuck out of the way because it's coming, and I'm like the Matrix.
He
I
was
see
driving
this
the
ball.
golf cart.
I heard it hit the cart. And it
Oh,
sounded
you
like
were
a
on the
bomb.
cart. You brought your shit
Yeah,
up.
I was
Okay.
driving
It was
a
very
golf
loud.
cart.
It was
Okay.
very loud.
Yeah.
It was a 5-iron as hard as I could
Yeah,
hit
and he ripped it.
Matt-
And just for the ball did not hit the golf cart. That was my shin it fucking hit. That's the sound
Oh,
it
you
made.
never
That
told me
was one of those. Are you okay? Can we laugh now?
Matt, where it hit him on
I
the
didn't know
shin,
what to
it would have
do.
hit me in the forehead.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. But no, I mean, that's what happens. It was in shock and didn't feel no pain.
There's been other. Let's not just focus on you getting hit with the ball.
Who else got hit with the ball?
Not me.
Not me.
Okay, I didn't know where we were going with that
No,
conversation.
I've never been hit.
Has
or
anybody
got
ever hit anybody with a ball besides Brian?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
I've
Negative
came close.
Ghost Rider.
I've came close, but yeah, no, I haven't. No contact.
So yeah,
Oh, how the table has turned on you.
It was really bad.
it was bad.
But
it wasn't.
it's a lesson for all of you youngsters that are listening. Don't advance your cart in front of someone swinging a golf ball. There's always the opportunity that person's not a good golfer and you could get hit. And then you feel like a total jerk. Yeah, that's really the truth.
Other than that, golf's pretty fun though.
Yeah, no,
Golf's
it is.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely just like whack, fuck. That's what a lot of us do.
So over the weekend, I put, and they'll be stale, but that doesn't matter, a bag of large marshmallows in my golf bag.
You're ready.
Ready for somebody to be looking and think they found their ball.
You're ready.
He's ready for his own partner, Anthony.
That was like a couple weeks ago. I took my daughter. We went golfing, and I forgot what hole it was, but we were right there by a pond, and there was all these fucking geese, man. And she's by herself because I'm not standing over there. And she's like, they're getting closer. And I said, well, get over here. Like, what are you? I'm not helping you. So
It's priceless.
she gets done hitting. She tees off, hits it, and then they were like not even 10 feet from her, and she started freaking out, and they started moving at her. And there was a part of me that looked at her going, goodbye, baby girl.
There's no heroes. You're on your own.
Daddy's
Hey,
gonna let
every
the
man
birds
for
eat
himself.
you.
Now, I have accidentally killed a goose on the golf course. Anybody else?
Good.
No,
Teeing
Mike.
off, hit a low. It was a low, way too low missile,
Yeah,
about
110
a
feet.
foot off the ground, and the goose was about 15 yards out in front of us and half took his head off. So I figured that was a free drop.
Did you just let it lie there, or did you dump it in the weeds?
I wasn't touching it. No, it's they
got lice,
They
Mike.
pay a
They
guy
got
to
lice.
pick that up.
They do. Bird flu.
Yeah.
That's a true
You know, the way you feel about birds is the way I feel about snakes. I hate them. It don't matter what.
I remember a buddy of mine that's here participating. We were playing on a beautiful Saturday, and there was a snake on the green.
Oh, I remember that.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And this guy looked like Farmer in the Dell plowing the field on a green, chopping, hitting the fucking
Dairy.
snake.
Yeah, let's not say. What
You're not supposed to do that on a green.
No, you're not. That's right. The guy that came up behind me, though, he was scared the snake was still in the green.
Who was that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Earlier this spring, remember I grounded a club in some deep rough.
Yeah, I
And
do
thought
remember
what in the hell is this? The ground's moving. It was a first warm day of the spring, probably 60 degrees. And then look down and it's a big ass garter snake. That's where I'd grounded. Well, so I up and run. Anthony's with me. He up and runs, and the rest of these guys are like, "Oh, you got to play your ball." That's because that's where my ball was. I was like, "Yeah, I'll take a 10, I'll take a 12, I'll take a 20, whatever." But this hole's done. You know, I'm not going back there. And
Over a gardener snake.
I think
No, it wasn't.
Dude,
No, it wasn't.
it wouldn't have
Gardner?
mattered.
That fucking thing
Garden
was
snake.
huge.
Yeah,
Garden.
Yeah, it wasn't a garden snake.
Yeah, it was black. It had color to it. And
It
there was
was
no
big.
green.
It was big enough to move
was
the
bad.
weeds.
Yeah.
Okay,
It was
so
big.
a black snake,
Yeah.
non-poisonous.
Bad thing
It
was
don't
we
matter.
had just
I don't
taken
care.
our shots from
It
the
could've
black
been a
snake,
grizzly
king
bear.
cobra, coral snake,
Anaconda.
anaconda.
I could tell
Doesn't
you
matter.
I could tell you 4 people that didn't care what color and kind. They just knew they weren't going in that
Yep.
spot.
So that ball's lost.
Yep, gone. Had no
Rattlesnake.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Oh, I
matter.
guess you would have got in there with the snake, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you know I would have. I already did.
Jesus Christ.
No, you would no.
Yeah, I have. I've
That
got down
snake
in
was
the
longer
ditch
than
when,
you are tall,
after
Mike.
Brian said that there was a snake down in the ditch. I still got my golf ball.
I think this was.
Wait a minute. Everybody here believes that.
He won't leave a golf
No,
ball.
oh yeah, he would. He would.
He'd be the best military partner
Yeah.
you ever had in your life. He does not leave a person or a ball behind.
No, he would. He
Say
would.
there's a crocodile in there.
He would walk. He would walk through 100 diamondback rattlesnakes to get a golf
Comes
ball.
out, he's got chiggers and ticks crawling all over
Poison
him.
ivy.
Yeah, bitten by 6
got
snakes.
4 balls.
Yeah.
Then Weber's trying to take the Pro Vs from you.
I'll trade you a nitro for that Pro V. I'll give you 2 nitros for that 1 Pro V.
4 top flights for that Pro V.
Yeah.
I've still never bought one.
Yeah, trust me, we know.
No, never
Yeah.
bought a Pro
Yeah.
V. I'm not
The
paying
guy that
$5
calls
for
me
a
tight
golf ball.
won't buy anything.
No, I buy golf balls, but I'm not paying $5
If golf
for a
was
Pro
like
V.
the javelin throw, isn't that in the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
Weber would be a champion.
No, I don't throw them. Not
You
since
are
I quit
lying
drinking.
ass.
No, I
You
don't throw
throw
the clubs
them
anymore
clubs like
since
a
I quit
lunatic,
drinking.
Mike.
You
You
bang
know.
them. You
Mike,
hit 'em.
you're a club thrower, huh?
I used to when I was drinking.
Yeah. The
I
best
don't
one.
drink no more. All I do now is
Right
me.
after he bought a brand new driver one time, he chucked it right down the cart path.
Paved cart path.
Yeah.
Not since
You did.
since I quit drinking. No.
Yeah.
And to have a $600 driver in my bag, that
For-
bad boy's not
Look,
getting thrown.
He doesn't have a $600 driver.
Mine's $100.
I think mine's ready for the
Could have
Antique
been more.
Roadshow.
It
It's
could have
old.
been.
Well, the one I had was I bought it used. I think I paid $85 for it, and it was consistent. wasn't that long, but it was consistent, and it literally broke on me. I mean, you can shake it. and
Sounds
hear-
like all of our sex lives.
you can shake it and hear something twizzling around inside of it. So, Grandma bought my kid a new driver, and I was looking at his bag, and I'm like, "Isn't this a bitch? He's got a hell of a lot nicer driver than I do." So, bought the same driver, just left-handed, because he stands on the wrong side of the ball.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
as you can
unfortunate
tell,
for you.
No, it's good for me.
Oh.
It's good for me,
So
Matt,
you-
because
Then
Guess-
you get the
I don't have
hand-down
to.
shit.
I don't have to share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
But what I do is I buy my son new clubs,
right.
and then I'd be like, "Hey, all right,
the
I'm
wife
going."
and the wife falls for that. So
Right,
good,
right,
good
right.
for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Good
Yeah.
for you.
I'm going to go out and play and use his clubs this weekend.
Right, exactly.
Oh, and next weekend. And the following.
But because I play my short game right-handed, I do scam on his pitching wedges and 9-irons.
So you switch out on the
He's a
course.
switch
He's a
hitter,
switch
man.
hitter, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally
Professional.
switch hitter.
Yeah.
That
switch
happened
hitter.
in junior
Full-
high.
full
Hey,
swings.
he learned that in the Marine Corps.
Full swings.
Oh man,
Yeah, if he would have joined, he'd have been Girl Scouts. But full swings are left-handed, and choke-up swings are right-handed.
Gotcha.
So, what, 80 yards? 80
Yeah, his
yards
chip
in?
up shots are
pretty
like
unique.
200 out in, you know.
I put from the.
No, this dude here. Hold on a second. What did he just say? Yeah, if you ever play golf with this guy, he'll be like, "I'm 198 yards out. I think it's a 9-iron."
Yeah.
Am I lying?
That's true. That's,
Terry, am I lying?
You know it's
No,
true.
you're not lying. That's for damn sure.
Like, Tim, it's at least a 3-iron to get in. I'm gonna hit a 9.
A nice, a
Because
nice
the way
easy
that I
9
should
iron.
hit it should be right, but it don't ever go that way. Definitely.
Well, he is like 7 foot tall, so he's a little bit more
Well,
of a.
and my clubs are a little bit longer.
Yeah.
There's a little
Yeah,
bit
but I
different to
think
it.
he watches and guys on Saturday and Sunday and thinks that yardage translates into
Well,
All
what
I
does
know
it.
is all I know
Right.
is this: I watch us play, and then I go to tournaments with my daughter, and I watch the girls that she's playing with,
And
play,
they could
I'm-
learn from us, couldn't they?
And I'm thinking to myself, if these guys would kill themselves out there, they'd just be beyond themselves.
Well, it's got to be fun.
We
And
just like
have,
that.
we
Yeah,
have
yeah,
fun.
fun.
We have fun.
Well,
We
and they
go out
play.
and-
They play the ball down too, which
Oh, we do.
when my
too.
kid was playing golf, dude, playing the ball down is a whole different set of.
I don't even know what
things
he's
that can go
referring
wrong.
to, but
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's out of my game.
No,
He's playing.
I can re-hit every time.
Playing
off
the
a
ball
tee,
down
no matter
means you
where I'm at.
play it how it lies. We take the ball and put it on top
No,
of our ass.
'cause-
You know,
Mike won't hit it out of a bunker.
that's right. He won't. You're
No,
right.
he won't.
if the weather's decent,
Mike-
I will. But I'm gonna tell you what:
Mike,
if it's
you're
the
so
third
full of
hole,
shit.
if it's a third hole, and I'm gonna be out there for 5 hours and it's 100 degrees, the last thing I have any desire to do is do a blast shot out of the sand and be covered with sand, have swamp ass, be covered in sand, and all that
What
shit
else?
the rest of the day.
Okay. Moving on from everybody's golf expertise, as I can, everybody in
Which
the
is
crowd
none.
listening can tell that we do have one professional. The unionized industries, we all work towards the ultimate goal, which is retirement, right? So we have multiple pensions, multiple types of pensions. So for anyone out there that's on the fence as to getting in a union, might take a second and pay attention to this, because you've got some very well educated people around this table right now, and they're going to explain to you what forms of pensions we have and how they work. So, Anthony, fire away there, big dick.
Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum-bum. Yeah, so with 18, we have 3 forms of pension for the tile setters and the finishers. I'm not trying to bore anybody. Two of them are defined benefits, and one is a defined contribution.
Explain what that means, please.
So defined benefits, pretty much what you get, what you put in, it gets credited. For us, every hour that you work, it's actually 44.5 cents is what it's credit. So you add all those hours that you worked. They do some monkey math at the end of it, and then that's what your total will be every month.
Well, let me jump in there for a second. So when he refers to a defined benefit, there's 2 different types of pensions we receive. One is a defined contribution. One's a defined benefit. The defined benefit is a guaranteed amount of money for life. You're going to receive that till the day you die, and if you so choose, your spouse is going to receive a portion of that. You'll have a survivor benefit. The defined contribution, we tell most everyone that defined contribution plan relates more to a 401k. That's what most people would understand it to be similar to. And that's just a lump sum of money that you have at the end of your working years. And you get the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So, Anthony, how many defined benefit plans do we have?
We have one through our local, and then we have one through our international.
Yeah.
And then for the defined contribution, we just have one through the local for 18.
But we're looking at 3 pensions, right?
Yeah, no, 100. There's guys that make more money right now sitting on their asses retired than what they do out on the field working 40 hours.
What do you think, Matt?
I can agree with all what you guys are saying. Well, Local 8's set up the same way. We have 2 defined benefits, 1 defined contribution, and Brian, you're right. It's the defined contribution's a lot like a 401k. Honestly, they call it a 401a as an alpha. So it's very similar, right? We're just a couple alphabets away. But the defined benefit is it's great, and because it's going to give you that money, your guaranteed paycheck. The defined, what's good about the defined contribution is that there's a little flexibility there. Say, that's kind of like having a savings account. The best way I explain it is having a savings account, and if 1 month you need a little extra, say you want to go on a vacation, something like that, you can draw a little more out of that, while it's always, gaining interest for you. So it's a great benefit, and again, I'll agree with Anthony. I help people retire. I help bricklayers, tuck pointers. I help members retire, and they got to make the decisions on how they're gonna, withdraw their pensions, whether they're going to have a survivorship or how much they're going to take out of their defined contribution. But, I'll do a follow-up call in about 2 months, 3 months after they retire, and that's what they say.
Well,
I'm making more money now than when I was working.
What's great about that defined benefit is what puts me at ease is knowing that if something, when you retire and something does, you're going to kick the bucket one day.
Yeah.
And then when the old lady, because I know she's going to outlive me, God bless her, she takes care of herself. But she'll be okay because she will still get my pension.
Yeah, her and the pool boy.
And the new husband, boyfriend, or
And I think
Jokes on you, you got a pool.
I know we've all been on job sites. I remember distinctly. I can't remember the contractor, Mike. Mike and I were on one years and years ago. If somebody said the name of the contractor, it'd ring a bell. But there was an old timer, like 70 years old, on the wall laying brick, man. And he told the 20-something-year-olds, he goes, listen to this guy, man. I'm 70 years old, and I can't quit working because I don't have a pension.
Yeah, that was Tom.
Yeah, this guy was still locked in to continue to work because he didn't have a pension. 70 years old and still out there having to bang 40-hour checks, man.
Yeah. But that's the reality, though. So look at it this way. What's the average male life expectancy? 74?
was going to say
Right?
72 guessing.
Yeah, it's
72
right
to
there.
4, yeah, somewhere.
Well,
around
we've all just had to expand our tables, our
Mortality tables.
immortality tables, and
People are living
fortunately,
longer.
yeah, and fortunately for our members, when they retire, us all included, we're supposed to live longer. So,
But the point I want to make though is the average what it costs upon retirement to get you to the average age of life expectancy is $1.2 million. Today, as we sit right now, $1.2 million. That's the average to get you from A to B. B being death. Does anybody here, you guys want to take a guess at what the average 401k upon retirement in this country is?
Yeah. It's like 250, 40,000.
Yep.
That's it?
That's
Yeah.
the average. That's the average 401k upon retirement in this country.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was looking it up last week. I was going over a lot of this with my son, and the average age, from 55 to 65, the average dollar amount in a 401k is what? 55 to 65. What would you think?
180.
No, it's you're close. It's like 230 to 240, but that's where that higher number brings up is from the older people.
How would you fucking live on
You
that?
don't, and that's the point I'm
Yeah.
making. So like
It's crazy.
the next big crisis in this country, and just think about one thing: everybody at this table being business agents at one time or another, right? In the last 10 years, 12 years, the explosion of retirement homes and senior living facilities that we've seen all throughout the St. Louis region, the Midwest, Missouri, Illinois, they boomed. They boomed. So the big crisis that we're like right at the on the front edge of right now is a pension crisis. That's why young kids today can't get a job at McDonald's. They can't get a job at Burger King because people that have already retired had to come back into the workforce and they've taken those jobs. That's not true for us. That's not true for us. I mean, I can speak for my father. I got my eyes open big time when my dad retired, to sit and go over everything with him. And for my dad to say, I'm going to make more money than if I would have worked 40 hours a week, 52 weeks of the year. I make more money being retired than I had done that my whole career.
yeah, when you hear of one of our
That's awesome.
when you hear of a tradesman still out there working, and 99% of the time I needed something to do. I didn't know what to do. I was sitting around going stir crazy. So
Yeah, they work spring and fall, and that's it.
yeah, or they
Or a week here, a week
Yeah, or
there,
they-
day there.
get on with the golf course.
Yeah.
Fart around at the clubhouse at the golf course so they
Yeah.
can play. I mean, great deal, right? Play free golf, work one day a week, play free golf. It's
Yeah.
But the pensions, I mean, like the defined benefit pension, that's considered the gold standard in pensions. It's a very, very, very small fraction percentage of the workforce that will ever achieve that. And really, if you just look at what unionized workforce represents, which is 9 to 10% nationwide, more or less, that's, let's just say that 10% of the workforce is going to have an opportunity to earn those benefits. So we're looking at 90% of the workforce at some point or another that's going to be
Broken retirement.
the poverty level.
Yeah. And of that 90%, probably, 80, 85% of them will be living at poverty levels.
yeah.
It's
Because
sad.
nobody here thought about retirement when we were in our 20s and 30s.
Most of us didn't figure we'd live beyond 40.
Right.
Mike,
Yeah.
a fucking liter of Coke and 3 beef sticks every morning, Jack. That's
And I'm still one of the
bullshit.
healthiest people at this table.
I
I
don't
don't,
know,
I
man.
don't believe that.
Yeah, we have a defibrillator down at the other end. And
Hey, every
Harry's got
time
a
we
stern
have
look.
a
I know.
Hold on.
barometric
Let
screening,
me ask a question real
Wait.
quick.
What'd you say, barometric?
ain't it barometric?
That's what the weatherman.
pressure.
Yeah, barometric pressure.
Whatever, the clinic, when they do the health fair, I'll say health fair.
Do you take any
bio.
medicine?
I came back better than the majority
Biometric.
of people here.
Do you take any medicine, Mike?
I take the smallest amount for heart blood pressure.
That helps you change your little test. You know what I mean? It kind of.
Oh, that's it. That's the only thing I take.
Oh, that makes the old.
I take
All right.
No.
0. Nada.
Yeah.
Me too.
But how's your blood pressure?
His is the best.
Mine's
out of
really
here.
good.
Yeah,
Is yours really good?
Yeah,
Yeah,
really, really good.
he's crazy.
Yeah.
But he actually lost 20 pounds, and I told him that earlier. He's looking a lot thinner. He's buffing
Yeah.
up. I mean, he's dropping it in the right spot. His face looks thinner. I'm just fucking with you on that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Age,
know what they say?
age will
Every-
do that.
They say every 50 pounds lost you gain an inch, big boy. You remember that?
Yeah, that's because you could see it.
Well, that's probably what it is.
Where you got a quarter right now or
I'm
something?
about a half there.
3/8. Every bit matters, you know.
Oh yeah.
Now, but back to the reality of the pensions that we're working for in the unionized workforce, regardless of what trades you're in. I mean, we could sit and we could go through healthcare and all the other benefits that we work for, but pensions we realize later in life. I think, as Mike said, we don't pay attention to them when we're young, but it's the gold standard, man. If you're a union tradesman and you're working towards these pensions, I mean, you know, we've had other episodes where we've talked about us going into the trades compared to the people that went and buried themselves in college debt. You know, same thing can be said about the pensions. We don't have the debt from college.
We weren't smart enough to pass college.
I know. One thing we got rewarded for being dumbasses. Look at us.
Yeah, it did work out. It did work out.
But I would also caution, there are kids out there that belong in college, you know, and more power to them. And
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the path of life. I mean, what the fuck? Who wants to come out of schooling and be buried in debt? Like Terry mentioned in the one episode, you know, like he was able to go buy a house. He becomes an apprentice bricklayer. He gets out of his time. He's a young man. He's able to go buy a house. His friends can't buy shit for 8 years because they're buried in student loans.
I had one friend. I mean, he was buried in student loans until he was probably in his early 40s.
Shit.
Yeah,
my
but take
sister's
that and then
in her
couple that with
50s.
what the end game is for us.
Yeah.
In our years of working. I mean, it's nothing but benefit. They're hard trades.
Oh, you
None of us here would deny that, but
You get out what you put in, though, of anything.
yeah, the goal, the end game is awesome.
Right. You're guaranteed to get old, so you got to be taking
100%.
care of yourself for
Yes.
that,
Started dying the day we were born.
physically and financially.
Better believe it.
So
It might beat you down, but it's all right.
No regrets.
No regrets. All right,
No
moving
regrets.
on to we'll lighten the mood a little bit here. Somebody mentioned something about a shit house today, so we decided we would talk about shit house stories. Everybody here's had a shit house story. Does anybody want to start? For anybody out there listening that doesn't know what a shit house is, it's a Johnny on the spot that all of us high class tradesmen have had to use throughout our careers.
The Blue Lagoon.
Yeah, the Blue Lagoon.
I got shithouse stories from the Marine Corps and in the construction.
I bet you do.
So I was a corporal in the Marine Corps, and I was out in 29 Palms. That's in, out there in the blazing Death Valley of California. But so I was at the chow hall, and I had my master sergeant. He walked in as I was walking out, just finished with my lunch, right? Hottest part of the day. And out there, they had little enclosed golf carts. They're called Easy Go carts. And he had a cab with I called it a swamp cooler. You add water to the top, and it kept the cab cool for their jaunt around. Well, I helped myself to that, and I drove it back to our hangar where we were working on jets. So when he got done with his lunch, he walked out there and he was looking for that golf cart. So he had to walk, it wasn't far, maybe a little over a mile. It wasn't bad.
far.
It was only about 108
Jeez.
degrees that day. But anyway, so when he got in there and he found out that I was the guy that stole his Easy Go cart, he made me sit out by the shitters, the porta johns, where and that's where I spent the rest of the day.
100 degrees sitting
Yeah.
next to the shit house.
Right.
That's
So what I would do then, I didn't learn my lesson then. So, I'm in the desert, right, in Death Valley, and so I get all these rocks close to my chair, and where I had to sit. And when they would go in, I would just throw rocks. And in the top of the, and
The tube,
yeah,
The blue douche?
yeah. So when he went in one, he came in one. I was in there pitching him. I never made it in there, man, but I hit him. And he come out. Guess what? The next day I was out there from sun up to sundown. And after that, I never threw no more rocks. But yeah. I thought if I threw rocks the second day, I would probably have to spend the third day inside one for the full time. But yeah.
Out in the sun.
I know one guy that actually made it in from the top of the second 7'6" frame. It was like perfect. Never even hit the side of the plastic.
That guy's
straight
a
down
good shot, isn't he, Mike?
Yeah,
He's talented.
yeah.
He can hit people with
That
golf
created
balls and everything.
hell of a splash, didn't it?
That carpenter that came out was not happy.
Yeah.
Covered his ass
Then
with the
they
blue
started
water.
putting this little screen in the top. Now they got a little plastic screen. in
Oh,
some of
really?
them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
For people like
after
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good shot, though. I mean, that guy was not happy.
It was.
I've seen guys try to go to the bathroom, whether they're taking a piss or a shit or whatever, and the labor put a mortar tub full of mortar right in front of the door. Well, then I seen the bricklayer that's a pretty big sized bricklayer. He just peeled the fucking door down and walked right over the fucking mortar tub, and I'm like, ooh, this is gonna be bad.
We were working in a
And the labor
subdivision
took
one
off
time,
running.
and our little buddy Randy, he was pulling some little pranks on everybody, so he went to the shithouse. And I got in the truck and I pulled the truck up against the door, which was funny enough to have him, like you said, blocked in. But it was even funnier that I was looking. There was like a quarter-mile straight stretch. And I realized today, being older now, that wasn't a very smart thing to do. But at the time, I was crying. I was laughing so hard. Knowing that he was in there and knowing that if I moved that, the chance of the water splashing out on him would happen. I had him doing about 15 miles an hour down the street, pushing him in the shithouse.
And
He didn't think it was funny. when it
No,
came
no,
out.
no.
Did it stay right side up?
But that's why I'm saying, I didn't think about it at the time. The chance of that tipping and me running up on him
Oh, really good.
probably was not very
I
smart.
thought
But
for sure it was going to tip over.
And run him over?
yeah.
Kill the guy.
That was
Yeah,
not
it was
smart,
fun.
but-
Yeah,
The
okay.
very first job I ever worked on was at famous bar off of Manchester there. And it was a Saturday. We were working a Saturday, and there was an old timer that got into Johnny, and the crane operator was going to pick the Johnny up and put it up on the roof. One of the laborers walked over there, hooked it up, and put a piece of wire in the door so he couldn't open it. And he picked him up off the ground, and he spun it.
with the guy in it,
The guy in it, and then when they lowered that guy back down, they pulled the pin out. The guy walked out of the door, walked straight to his truck, and went home. Didn't even start. We didn't even start work yet. Before work even started, I'm thinking, "What the fuck? You drove all the way out here? You ain't going to work for a time and a half?" I got thinking he probably shit himself. You know what I mean? That's what he probably ended up doing. He ended up shitting
He was
himself.
pissed. I guarantee you that. We had a parking attendant down there at the Weston when I was an apprentice, and this guy was probably about 400 to 500 pounds. And he drove the golf cart around, and if you parked, you had to pay for parking every day. If you didn't park, boy, you had a ticket. 3 tickets, you got the boot. He didn't mess around. Every day he was fucking with you. Well, he'd come in and use our shitters on the job site. There were 6, 7 of them lined up. Well, you'd go into Johnny, and there'd be shit all over the walls. Or shit all over the seat. He was so, nobody could figure it out. Well, they found him going into one, and then he come out, and somebody went in there, and it was just covered everywhere. Well, he was so big, he couldn't get around and wipe his ass or figure it was just so what they did the next day is they ratchet strapped his ass in there for about 3 hours.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
what kind of animal smears shit all over the place?
I don't think he did it on purpose.
A shotgun blast.
It was like the shotgun, and he was just aiming, but he was so big.
Shotgun bang.
he
What's up with
couldn't
that
do
thing?
It was.
Well,
but
if he was in there for 3
I wanna
hours, that's
know.
kind of like
How
a
does
weight
it
loss
spray?
Oh yeah.
program.
Oh, that's
Well,
the spray. That's
he got what
that's
was coming
filthy.
to him about fucking with all of us for parking. I
We are-
mean, I didn't.
We
do
were
it.
working at Maristar Casino. We were working at Maristar Casino, and they were horrible at cleaning those Johnnies. But there was a guy that he cleaned him and put him on the buck hoist. He'd pull the half highs down. He was sitting on the ground. He had his yellow boots on. Well, he wore gloves the whole time, right? Where they're bringing the Johnny down, pull him off, then he'd push 2 more on that he cleaned, and they'd take him back up. Well, he's sitting down there. That one day we get off there, it's lunchtime, and he's eating a sandwich with one hand, and he's having that water hose, and he's kicking the door open with one foot and spraying him out with the other hand.
You got to be kidding.
I swear to you,
Oh,
man.
I've seen it happen.
It was
multiple
horrible.
times, I'm
So that
telling
was
you.
his job the whole time. He was just there to clean the.
Well,
the
he did it
shitters?
once a week. He'd clean it once a week.
Oh,
But the problem was there's like so many people working there. So they wouldn't clean the shitters on the very top a whole lot, so they get filled up real bad. So people would go down to the job trailers where the superintendents would stay at, where they're all clean, and push all their Johnnies over all the time.
The half high thing bothered me like motherfucker. Like I wouldn't shit in one. I
Bet
mean,
you
You
would
never,
if
had,
you
you never
had
had
to.
an
no,
emergency.
because look. Well, listen. I did. I did.
Emergency.
And
If you were all hot, and if you were sweating, come on, dude.
I've got sphincter.
If you were
If you were
sweating,
puckered up, you'd be dropping dudes.
Come
You
on.
get the
would
old
not.
White Castle bubble.
It's sphincter control. Sphincter
Yeah.
control.
everybody here's been having
So-
sweats.
The half highs. I mean, they're not even waist high. And if you're going to sit down and shit, you're
They're
sitting in
above
that shitting, and
Anthony's
then
head.
someone has to piss. The urinal's on your back, so they're standing behind you, pissing on your back. while
Reading
you're
the
sitting
paper
there
you're
shitting.
reading.
They're reading the paper.
What if he's whispering to you while he's pissing?
Listen, I can't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I watched.
In boot camp, Mike, there was no walls.
No,
You just
right.
shit in the open.
Right,
The
there's
guy,
Really?
the guy
Yeah.
pissed around your back.
there's 10 shitters on this wall and 10 shitters on that wall.
Yeah.
And you just sit and shit, and everybody's shooting a shit while
Yeah.
they're taking a shit.
On Sundays, you'd get a paper so you'd have a little bit of privacy. They couldn't see your face grunting, right? But
Yeah, and I mean that was weird doing it the first time, and showering with 80 dudes in a big
Yeah.
gang shower. It's
Yeah.
like they're
it's the car
Yeah.
wash, man.
You can
They
tell the
move you
guys
through there.
tell the guys that come out of prison they were comfortable with the first one. Like, don't look, eye contact, eye contact, eye contact. Don't look down,
weird.
eye contact.
Yeah, the shit house is just part of all the trades, though. I don't know if there's any prima donnas don't get to that. I gotta take it back.
Would you rather use it in the winter or in the summer?
Winter
winter.
all
Winter.
day.
all day, baby.
What do you do? The coveralls, the whole shit.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
Listen,
29 pounds training.
when you go in there and it's hot and there's flies in that motherfucker and it stinks,
And you got
And one
squished
lands
the turd
on you?
down.
and one lands on you, it makes you want to throw up.
God damn.
And then you can't get your pants up because there's so much sweat on your legs.
You got to take somebody else's trowel to push the
You got to
turd
literally
down.
hold the door open so you can breathe. Feel like you're in a sauna. You know.
Now,
what I mean?
I have done. Has anybody? I have been in one of those and shit with the door, holding
Oh,
the door
yeah.
wide
Oh,
open.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
if you guys want to look,
yeah,
but
it's hot.
I'm not doing this to myself
Yeah.
in here.
Only in case of emergency. That's it.
I used to take Taco Bell hot sauce packets, then I would stack like 3 of them.
Under the bolt,
Three
you're a
of them
jack
under
off.
under the ring where the little
You're a
stopper
jack
things
off.
are, you know.
So you pop
And
their
then set
legs.
it down.
That's
Then when
all.
somebody would sit down to shit, and they would explode and they'd blow. You had to put them like towards the front, and they would blow out and go all over your legs and your pants.
Wonder why we can't have nice things.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
when I
so-
was young. I was young then.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
like,
This
there's
was
somebody
last
used to put
year.
saran
Worse.
wrap on them too.
Saran wrap was the best because people would go in there. You had to stretch it really tight, take all the wrinkles out of it. And if somebody would go in there to take a piss, the piss would bounce back on you. If someone was ignorant enough to go in there and shit, it just built up, man. It went all over your cheeks. Like,
It was-
people would get mad. My God, they get mad.
Did anybody else? You always flip the door to locked and then let it close so it had that little crack. And part
No,
of that
I
was to see. Because you would see a guy stand out in front of it for 10 minutes and not check that
I
nobody
had too
was
many
in
other
it. I
things
just,
to do. I
you know,
wouldn't
I'll
play
tell you what.
games.
as I'm leaving, I flipped the door handle
A
to
decoy,
lock
right?
and then
A
just
booby
let
trap.
it close. Well, it kept it open an inch, let it breathe a little bit, but you'd also see a guy standing there.
Yeah.
I've seen guys. We work with some really country Hoosier guys, and I've seen guys put raccoons in the Johnnies in the Blue Lagoon. I've seen them put snakes in there. I've seen it all.
If the Humane Society is listening to this, they're going to ask you for names.
I don't remember their names. I was an apprentice a long time ago. They're probably dead by now. They're all some country Hoosiers.
It was
Why-
another, it was
why did
another
you
craft,
say
Terry.
that?
You don't know who they are.
No,
You're not that old, Terry.
but when I was an apprentice, they
Dude,
were really old.
he looks old.
Yeah, fucker
How
does
about when you have the sweats and you walk in and there's no toilet paper?
Or
I
somebody.
take my sock off.
Yeah, you got a pair of
Take
socks.
your sock off. Take your underwear off. You just tear something and wipe. That's reality.
Yeah.
It's freezing cold. You come out with one glove. You know what happened.
That's happened to me, Mike. I always kept a rolling with the
Yeah.
truck.
Yeah.
Always had a roll in
Same
the
here.
truck.
Yes.
Never leave with a home without the shit
I
ticket.
was never a guy that put like tape on my fingertips, like some bricklayers, like laying block. You know, they taped it.
Yeah.
I never for that reason.
For what reason?
In case there was no shit paper in it, and I had to use something. I'd use my
no,
glove.
I taped. I,
Turn the glove inside out. Wipe it.
I only
No.
shit in 27 years. I bet you I shit in a Johnny probably 4 times,
And then
and they were emergencies.
Yeah,
in the
mine were
last
always
10 years,
emergencies.
nobody. I mean, I would always have baby wipes, right? I mean, that's
You have baby wipes in a Johnny?
I ain't
no
never
in
seen
the
it.
car,
In the-
toilet paper and
But if
baby
you
wipes.
have
Yeah.
shit pains, you're not doing the duck walk to your car to get the wipes.
No, but I'll have to return, take care of business, go to the car, and return to the Johnny. Finish
keep
up.
any off your pants.
Got to get stuff past inspection, man.
Anybody seen Mike?
He's still cleaning up.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
So, I mean, we got several topics we could talk about. I think it'd be a good one to bring up state politics only because Matt is here with us. Matt's from the great state of Illinois, so Matt's got a different perspective on his state politics than what we glorious pricks in the state of Missouri have.
Whole lot more friendlier with labor
You're
over
not
there,
lying.
aren't they, Matt?
Illinois is very labor friendly. We are very fortunate to have that.
But wouldn't this be a good time, though, since Matt's here, to talk about what's the benefit of not just us all being educated with this stuff? And you don't have to be an expert at it, but knowing enough to know what's one of the most important rights you're born with in the United States.
It's the right to vote.
The right to
The
vote.
right of your voice.
My son just registered today.
That's awesome.
Turned 18 last week.
But if you're going to go cast a vote, you should not be casting that vote based on what,
Fox News tells you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should be casting that vote based on what is going to benefit you the most or what your beliefs are, which we may not all agree at times, but I think this would be a good time to, since Matt is here, Matt lives a whole different side of it than what we do here in Missouri. So, what do you think, Matt? Just a question. What do you think, like membership wise? Do you when you guys have union meetings? Do the members get engaged in any of the conversations about politics?
They do. And it's a split ticket over. We're still a split ticket. We're mainly Democrat, and Chicago pushes a lot of that. I mean, that's where the highest concentration of our population is in Chicago. We refer to it as Chicagoland. But my jurisdiction's not in Chicago. We cover 79 counties in
Jesus.
Illinois.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And then we have we go into Iowa too. So I do get both worlds, right? I get the right to work state, which is crazy, and then in Illinois, which is a very labor friendly state. And in our discussions, we discuss, we put guns, birth rights, all birth control, all that. We put that all aside, and I said we're only going to discuss the things that affect our paychecks.
Yep.
Right? And that's what we need to focus on. And I encourage our members to, whoever you're voting for, do your research. Don't depend, like Mike said, on the news. Let that be a part of your research, right? But just don't let that be your only part, right?
Yeah.
Do your independent research and think about your paycheck, right? Because without your way to make a living, you can't provide for your family. Your pensions won't be there. State elections could be more detrimental to you than a federal election.
Yep.
Absolutely 100%.
So,
That's Missouri.
Yeah.
That's Missouri right now, man.
So, Mike, because we were both a big part of
yeah,
this.
we defeated right to work, and our members turned around and voted
almost immediately.
for the same knuckleheads.
It was
stuck right to work.
national news at the level that we defeated right to work and how overwhelming that defeat was. And then the very same politicians that did that, the people of the state turned around and put them all right back into their positions. And
They all said what? They voted for me.
Yep. They
To
knew
do-
they knew what I was running on. They voted for me. They know what I want to do.
yeah, like with what Matt just said, that's the same conversations that we have here in St. Louis. Like at our union meetings, when we get into politics, we avoid the federal stuff just because it's a circus, really. And I agree with you 1,000,000%, Matt. state politics to me mean more than what's going on in D.C. do, because this is right here. This is on our plates every night. This is real. And we have the power to change that. We have the power to put people in these positions to take what matters to all of us.
Well, in our state politics, if we let our politicians overrun labor in the state, it's going to be more. It would be more difficult for them to do that on a national level because they would get blowback from the coast, right? They would get blowback from California, New York, our quote unquote blue states. So doing it on a national level is difficult, a whole lot more difficult than doing it on a state level.
Yeah,
Which is what's getting crammed down our throats is a state level anti-labor legislation.
I think that the education on the state level, like I said, you don't have to be an expert at any of it, but look, we can end up like Matt mentioned, Iowa, right? A right to work state. You can look at Louisiana, Mississippi, the Carolinas. You can look at any of those states that are right to work states, and we all have heard the stats. We know what job site death rates are. They're over 30% higher in a right to work state. Average income every year is, at this time, it's around 10 grand, just over 10 grand.
That's where the rubber meets the road, right there.
Yeah, right. These are real topics that affect each one of us. So it's not so much your beliefs on abortion. It's not that someone thinks that you're going to lose your Second Amendment rights. It's not that conversation. It's conversation based around our paychecks, to Matt's point. And if we got more people that would actually pay attention to that, what affects your paycheck and how you provide for your family, that's what we should be concentrating on.
And flip it back to our earlier conversation. You just said $10,000 a year, okay? That's peanuts. If you also add in, those folks don't have pensions.
Yeah, right.
So it's $10,000 in spending money right now today, plus you don't have a pension.
Down the road. Yes.
So it's really in real full dollars, it's a whole lot more than $10,000.
Yeah,
but
Yeah,
it's a whole
It's
lot
a lot more because you got insurance too. That's government assistance on the other side.
What about health care?
As I'm saying, yeah,
I mean, I'm just saying, like,
Oh, yeah,
take your
100%.
benefit package and throw it out the window.
Yep,
And then let's look at it this way.
Overtime?
Hey,
gone.
if we were all working together on the same job site, we were laying brick on a job, and me and Matt are union, we're in a right to work state, me and Matt are union, you guys are non-union. Are we all working for the same rate of pay? Are we all working for the same everything?
Nope.
Yeah.
Depends if you're in a prevailing wage job total package, but
You get in the private sector, though, that shit changes.
yeah.
I'm making the point that over time, when there's nobody there to collectively bargain on your behalf, and that's what happens over time in a right to work state, it kills the union. All of a sudden, you lose those benefits we've been talking about with the pensions, the health care, everything that we all have. I mean, you lose all of that.
Or how many? I'm not going to name the names of major billion-dollar corporations in this country that they don't work their employees 40 hours, so they don't have to supply health insurance, and then the employees make so little money that we have to subsidize them.
Yeah, who
And
does?
so who are we
who
subsidizing?
does?
The company. In the long
Yeah,
run, we're
we do.
subsidizing the company, right?
You're
And,
absolutely right, Mike. And then to make things worse, when they do have a health insurance problem and they can't pay it, then they file bankruptcy, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, you got to help now.
And if they can't
Who does-
if they can't pay their hospital bill,
We're
It-
paying all
Who's
that.
paying it though?
We.
our
Because-
insurance rates go up, and our
Right.
insurance rates go up, and our insurance
Yeah,
rates go
That's
up.
right. Our rates go up because of that. I mean, that's the conversations that I know Matt has at his union meetings. We have at our union meetings, and that's the conversations that people need to be having when you are around family and friends, and be able to have those conversations without turning into World War III and shitstorm.
It is troubling what we pay for health insurance.
Sure, it is.
And we know, everybody at this table knows, it's going to go up at a higher percentage rate than it ever has.
Sure. Let me ask you guys one question real quick. Who pays for our health care? As we're all union members. All of us on this podcast, we're union members. Who pays for our health care?
We do.
We do.
That's right. Do
Yeah,
we get any
it's-
kind of
it's
do we get any
negotiated.
federal subsidies? State
Nope.
subsidies?
No.
No, we do not.
No.
Everything we offer, everything we have
negotiated.
is paid for by us.
There's nobody taking care of. We take care of ourselves. Our training, our pensions, our health care, everything that we have is paid for by us.
That said, it's amazing to what 32 of the other most industrialized countries on this planet have universal health care, and we can't figure it out.
Yeah.
But we can't figure it out because, boy, we could go on and on until
Yeah, we
midnight
could.
on that topic.
But I mean, just the main thing we started with on this was state politics and the importance of them. And you know, anyone listening to this, if you just took the time to educate yourself on whatever your beliefs are on a state level, and you took the federal shit out of the picture, you would get you could create your own clear picture and your beliefs, you know, when you go to the polls to vote, and maybe it would change something in your state. I don't know. The state of Missouri is a shit show politically. Trust me, we envy Matt. We would love to be in that situation and have overwhelmingly labor-friendly candidates. But hold on, we do have candidates. We have labor-friendly candidates.
But Matt, you got some crazies that win down Southern Illinois, don't you?
Yeah, we got some Republicans down there, and we got Democrats both. But yeah, we got. It gets pretty crazy. But you know, the majority of us the majority of our politicians are from the Democratic Party.
Do you guys have?
We got Nikki Budzinski, man. She's a badass.
Yeah.
On the Republican side, we do have quite a few. We're lucky in Missouri to have quite a few labor-friendly Republicans.
And they exist.
Do you guys have them in Illinois?
Yeah, we
Okay,
do.
I know-
We have relationships with them. Yeah, I think sometimes the majority of the Republicans don't want labor friendly or don't vote for labor friendly legislature. So sometimes they have to stick with their party, and that's a shame. But
Right.
no, yeah, we do.
I mean, 25, 30 years ago, my grandparents would have thought it's absolutely impossible if I would tell them what we know today. Hey, Grandma and Grandpa, there's going to be, Republicans that stand by the working man. They would have said, "You're no way, that'll never happen." But we do have quite a few labor-friendly Republicans. Terry's area, they have a lot of them, right? And you guys have them.
We endorse as many Republicans as we do Democrats. But hey, look, if they're going to support us,
that's it.
We support them. Exactly.
That's where the rubber meets the road, right?
You don't need to vote a straight ticket.
No.
You need to learn your politicians, what they stand for, and if they stand behind you, support them.
Hey, and we've been run over by Democrats in the state of Missouri too. We've had Democrats, and lack of a better term, just shit on us.
Yes.
Right.
I'm a Democrat. I'm pro-labor, and then here comes the vote, and you're like, we had 20 Republicans vote for labor on this, and you're a Democrat, and you didn't. So it's labor issues aren't dictated by a D or an R. They're dictated by how you vote on labor issues.
But labor issues need to be brought to the forefront. That I guess that's, at least in my opinion, my beliefs. Labor issues equal my paycheck. That's what needs to be talked about, and that's what needs to be at the top of my list. Not no offense to anyone, but not, I don't even want to say any of this shit, but
guns, abortion, rights, gay rights.
Yeah. Hey,
on
listen,
and on and on.
To be clear, I'm not discounting any of that, but for
When
me
you should
personally,
vote.
I want my family to be taken care of. I want my kids, my grandson. I want my family to be taken care of, and that's based around my wages. So my income, as that goes down, so does the quality of living for my family. So I'm going to vote for people that support that. I'm not going to worry about. We heard over the years Bill Clinton's going to take your guns, Obama, and everybody. That's not happened. But
It's a distraction. Those are all distractions.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And they're great at it.
They're good.
Both sides are really, really good at it.
There's an art, and they have it down.
Right. One famous person says one thing, and both sides of the aisle just make that about the issue, and that the issue that you hear about on radio or see on TV, and you look and you go, it's not going to affect my life one way or the other. Whichever way that goes, it
Right.
will never affect.
Just don't take my right away to collectively bargain.
That's it.
That's right. Go what 10%?
Yeah.
10% of the workforce. So why
Why beat us down even more?
Why spend so much time? Why not do shit that's productive for that 90%? Why focus on us? That makes no sense. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll get into we'll wrap this thing up, and we attempted this last time. We're gonna do it now. We're gonna get into the mailbag. You want to give us a little lottie-dottie introduction? No?
No, I'm gonna hold that for later.
No?
Man.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, we got a few of them this time, so that's a good thing. So, I'm not gonna say anybody's full names or give out their email addresses, but I'll start with Matt. So, question from Matt. Thanks for the comments too. Thanks for the laughs every week. But back to last week's topic. If the 6 of you were stranded somewhere, who's getting eaten alive first? All right, Matt, you're here, man. So you're in on this.
I don't know what happened in the last episode,
So-
but why is somebody getting eaten alive?
So you're stuck on a desert. You're stuck on an island.
Okay.
You get 3 things
It's unfortunate.
to bring with you to survive. What are the 3 things?
Can't
you're
be a
gonna choose?
person. Remember?
It cannot be a person.
So I'm stuck on any island or just what's
In
like
a
well, we really didn't go through that. We really didn't go through
no,
coconuts
deserted
and all
island.
that.
I'm the only
Yeah,
one.
it was
You're
deserted.
asking a
Yeah,
lot more
deserted
questions
island.
than the rest of us did.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a castaway scenario
Yes,
going
yes,
on.
yes,
okay.
yes.
Okay. I got to bring 3 items. I'm going to bring 3 items. Man, do you want to? The first question is, do you want to survive or do you want to go fast? Right?
well, I'll throw Anthony's in. Anthony, he had shit pains. He was getting real bad shit pains, so he's locked up in the toilet right now. But Anthony, his 3 were cigarettes, a lighter, and a rope. And he said
That's kind
when
of
he's out of
bad.
cigarettes, he's gonna hang himself.
Oh, okay.
That's, like
That's
very
deep. That's
yeah.
deep.
He put a lot of thought into
Yeah.
that. I don't know if that's
I'd bring a
good.
lighter, probably a knife, and a fishing pole. I'm surviving.
Let me
I'm
tell
gonna
you
let-
something. Let me
I'm
tell you
gonna get
something.
it.
That
So look-
made the most sense out of
So look-
all of them we
so
heard.
listen,
I'm gonna survive.
I said I'm bringing a spear, and they all gave me so much shit about it. I said
No.
you got to eat something.
I said
So-
a gun.
Here, hold on. The only thing anybody said was it might have been Big Mike said, "You with a spear is useless because he knows how you shoot."
Eventually,
If I
I got to
remember
get
right.
lucky. You know what I mean? Eventually, I can catch a crab or something.
Hey,
that
With a
thing,
knife,
you
you can make a spear, though.
know? Yeah,
Right, but if
yeah,
the-
but you're gonna to a rope and then you throw it in.
Matt,
I don't want a spear, dude.
If the island's populated with deer, they're all starving to death.
Did you guys go over during season?
It was bad. Yeah, it
Okay.
was
Bad.
And I don't even know if there were any maimed this year. I
no,
don't think
no,
any got
no,
maimed.
they were all.
Yeah.
So, all right. So the question is, this is our email, our mailbag. Back to last week's topic. If the 6 of you were stranded somewhere, who's getting eaten alive first? My first question is, what's sick? This Matt, I mean, this sick fuck. Why did we have to be eaten alive? Why can't he wait till we wither away and die?
Well, Anthony's not going to be eaten alive
No,
because he's going to hang himself.
yeah,
He'll be dead.
Yeah,
he'd be the
won't-
first one gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless he
I'm
goes
not-
in the bush to shit, then he's
Get
done.
bit
That's
by
what
a
I'll tell you
snake.
right now. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do like Timmy was talking
There
about.
might
the
be
big
a
guy and the
goose in the
Johnny.
bush.
I'm gonna shit all over myself so you don't eat me.
I don't think the animals care
Cover
about that.
yourself in
But
shit.
it's,
I don't
it-
think the animals care about you tasting like
What's the
shit.
movie?
But you didn't. It's
Didn't they crash
No,
in the
he ain't
Andes?
talking about the
Wasn't
other
it a movie
animals.
about
Yes,
a
it was.
plane,
About
plane
us.
crash
Yeah,
in
but
the
we
Andes?
said there's we're desert island. You're by yourself. He said
no
nobody
no,
else.
It says
No, all 6 of
if
us.
all 6 of us were stranded somewhere, who's getting eaten alive first? I'm not eating none of you guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna starve to death. I'm not
Those
eating.
Big
you.
Macs run out.
I had Big Macs.
Yeah, you have a freezer with no
Yeah.
way to plug it in.
I said it was solar.
So
Remember
cloudy
that?
days. So if it rains 2 days in a row, your hamburgers go bad, dude. Okay,
All right, fair enough.
I guess
you got
depending
fish food though.
All right. So I don't think
on-
anybody's
You got
eating.
bait.
Yeah, I don't know who's eating who here. Next question is from Chris. Chris from Chris from Arnold. This thing you guys got going is hilarious. We need to know who's the guy on your crew that always disappears right before the heavy lifting. Oh, I know. I know who it is. Shifty.
Blister.
No,
Yeah.
no,
There he is. Blister.
Blister.
Is anybody?
No, he's
is there
retired.
another name?
That dude's retired.
Is there another name?
Man. That dude's retired.
He's the guy that walks around with a bucket in his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, empty bucket.
Empty bucket. Just walks in circles.
We were salting a job. That's why the fight was over the bucket.
I had the bucket cleaned up brick pieces.
Hey,
I turn around, the damn
Matt,
bucket disappears.
Matt,
I'm like, what the fuck,
They
man?
paid me more than anybody else.
They did. That's
so
the truth
what's that tell
story.
you?
And he
I
walked
guess
around
you're the
with an empty
supervision.
bucket.
He looked busy walking around with an empty bucket the whole fucking
He was the
time.
first one to find a
I'm
good
gonna tell
hiding
you.
spot, too.
I'm a true story. They wanted us to dig out so we could get to the bottom where them
The
piers.
brick ledge.
Yeah, where the ledge was. Who were the only two people that held the end of a shovel?
I did. Remember?
And
You.
yeah,
Was he holding the shovel for him, Mike?
no, but we didn't know if you'd know which end to hold, dude. So
No, that's all right.
Yeah. It was so fucking hot.
it was hot, dude.
God, it
I
was
mean,
hot.
and it was clay. That was all clay, wasn't it?
Nobody come around here to help, I will say.
No, it was.
I was too busy yelling at everybody else.
You were. All right, so I think we're unanimous on that one. This next question is from Paul. Paul wants to know, what's the trashiest lunch you've ever seen someone eat on a job site? And what is each of your personal most embarrassing job site moments?
Canned asparagus. Saw a guy that would bring canned asparagus.
The worst thing I ever had was just recently. And we went out of the car to go talk to some people. When we got back in the car, this guy had sushi in his lunchbox, right?
Gas station sushi, wasn't
And
it?
I don't know where it came from, but I'm gonna tell you now, it was so bad that me and the other guy that was walking around and got back in the car, we thought we stepped in shit. So we're in the
Checking your
car
shoe.
and we're like looking at each other and we're like looking at our shoes and we're like looking at the back of our pants, like, where's this smell coming from? And finally the guy in the back seat goes, "What are you guys looking for?" Something smells really bad in this car. He goes, "Oh, I'm eating sushi." It smelled like carp that's been laying on the side of the riverbank for 2 weeks.
I thought
in
he
the
said he
sun.
got it at a gas station, though.
Wherever he got it from,
Who in
he
the
should
fuck
ask
would
for his money
buy
back.
sushi from a gas station?
It was horrendous.
All right, what's your guys' most embarrassing, your personal most embarrassing job site moments? Personal.
I fell in a pool.
Who pulled you out?
Yeah.
Is it a kiddie pool?
No. Yeah, the worst part was it was about this time of year. It was freaking cold outside and they didn't have it closed. I was walking back to try to figure out if we had enough brick to finish the job. I stumbled and fell into the pool. Luckily, everybody was gone. But everybody came back from lunch. They're looking at all the water laying around. It's like, what happened? Nothing. Then finally it hit one of them. You fell in the pool. Like, yeah. Wife had to come out and bring me dry clothes. Lucky I didn't get pneumonia that day. It was bad.
You're too hairy to get pneumonia, Mike. You just shake like a dog or something, shake the water right off of you.
I'd say my most embarrassing. I probably about a year on the job. I was cutting some rebar, and we were on the scaffold. So we were dropping the verticals. So I was cutting those, and they had a big old bundle of them, and I wasn't paying attention. I caught my pant leg on fire, and I mean, that thing was up in blazes. And the hod carrier comes over with a bucket and puts me out finally, but I had one pant leg up to my knees, and the other one was untouched. Right, so I had to spend the rest of the day like that.
That's a pretty good fire.
Yeah, it went fast, but yeah, that's probably been mine. I had to, just walk around with fucking. Half shorts, half pants.
Fashion statement.
Yeah.
I watched the guy one time. We were welding at Warshoe, and the owner of the company pulled up behind us from this parking garage behind us, and I would set my jigs up for metal, and then while I was getting them set up with clamps and stuff, he would spot weld his, and then we'd take turns, getting everything ready, and so we'd keep busy. And he messed up 2 days prior to that. He messed up by hitting some slag on some windows and busted some windows at Horseshoe. So he was in a little bit of hot water. So when the boss was standing there behind him watching him, he got real nervous and he grabbed the stinger out of my hand and said, I got to weld. I'm going to get fired. I'm going to get fired. So he starts welding. Well, he takes his hard hat off in a panic mode, puts it down, starts welding, and all the slag is hitting his hard hat. Well, his hard hat's on fire, and I'm sitting back just laughing. I mean, just laughing. He has no idea that he's caught his hard hat on fire. It was hilarious. For my probably worst one was, the worst. I really don't know the really worst one that I've done that's really, really bad. That I can
That you're
think of.
willing to share?
What?
That you're willing to share with
Yeah,
everybody?
that I'm willing to share with everybody. That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
I've had a couple of them. I had one. I think you were on the job too, and our foreman at the time was too cheap of a prick. And if he's listening to this, he knows who he is. He wouldn't give us a carborundum blade for the saw to cut rods. So you ask and ask and ask, and the guy won't get us the blade. And this is a multi-million-dollar company. And so I'm like, well, fuck him then. We had a diamond blade on the chop saw, so I think I'm going to be wise. And I start cutting the rods with the fucking diamond blade, and I don't know, I'd cut quite a few. Everything was going fine. And then I guess I don't know if I rolled it with my foot. I did something, and the saw grabbed it. And like in the blink of an eye, the end of the rod come up and smacked me in my temple right in the side of the head. My hard hat went flying, and I couldn't see anything. I could hear everybody saying, "Are you all right?" But I couldn't see, so I didn't want to move my feet. So I just stood there, and it felt like 10 minutes went by. It was probably 10 seconds before I could see. But that was pretty embarrassing.
I got one. I remembered one now. So I was I probably was just out of my time. But I had to go on the back of a wall. We were laying in a parking garage, and a hook and eye wire was hanging out. So I had to hang the ladder up against the wall. There's probably about a 2-foot cutout of the dirt. So I had the ladder on top of the high part of the dirt. And I had to go up there, and I had to tuck point the very top course, get it all solid and taken care of. Well, the mud bank collapsed. And when it collapsed, I grabbed the ladder, and the ladder was hooked on a hook and eye. And it was like one of those Looney Tune things. Like everybody's watching me. Like everybody see it happen. And the wire slowly starts bending. And as soon as it bends, I go, and I could just hit it, unlatch itself and rode all the way down. And I'd hit the ground in my butt. And I hopped up real quick, and I'm like, I'm okay. 2 days later, my back went out on me. I was like, son of a gun, man.
The worst one that ever happened to me was years ago when I was younger and dumber. And it was, I don't know how hot it was. It felt like 108, 98, I don't know. It was bad hot, though. And at lunch, this laborer we worked with, Shelby, he liked to go around the corner to this little corner shop. And I learned a lesson. You don't buy like crab rangoon and that type of food from a little corner store, kind of like getting the sushi from a gas station thing. So I went in and got like 3 bags of crab rangoon, and then went and sat in the shade and ate them. And then it was like 1 o'clock. We were back on the scaffold laying brick, and the shit pains hit me. Then I kind of slowed down, and you squeeze your cheeks and hope for the best, and the best didn't come. And like
shotgun bang. What's up with that thing?
I didn't make it to the shit house. Like finally got down the ladder. Penguin walked far enough to get away from everybody and just let it rip fire. And then I had to take my razor knife out and cut my underwear off and pitch them. It was not cool.
That's one of those stories that I don't think you want to tell people. You know what I mean?
It's
a long time ago, though.
Yeah, it's a long time ago. I mean, things do happen.
Things do happen.
That's real life.
Kind of like the stew flu. It's kind of the same thing.
It happened. You can't change that.
It ain't no joke, man.
Yeah. Stew flu was a real thing. All right, so the last one we have is from Grant. I feel like we know Grant. I'm pretty sure he's got a weird relationship with his uncle. Says the Thanksgiving episode had me wheezing in my truck at 6 a.m. this morning. 6 a.m. That was today.
Yep.
No, that's not right. Anyways, had him wheezing in his truck. Thanks for that. LOL. This guy thinks it's fun. He thinks it's funny to wheeze. We made him wheeze. Like, what if something happened? And
I don't know.
I don't know. It's not that funny, is it?
I thought the last episode was pretty good. Probably one of our
I
best.
haven't heard it, but yeah.
It's probably our best one so
Yeah.
far.
It's our finest work.
Yeah.
Could be award winning. You never
Yeah,
know.
it could.
Turn this thing all around, won't
Yep.
it?
Oh man.
We do something because they keep buying stuff, man. And it keeps costing us more and more money.
Yeah.
We are
Yeah,
looking
you
for
ain't
any
We're in debt.
people wanting to sponsor us. Well, more than happy to take.
If there's any sponsors out there, we would take your criticism and your checks. If we say words that offend you,
Let us know.
yeah. We tried to edit the sensitive words out. So, yeah. We got a lot of stuff. We could keep going. I think we've put some time into this
It's a
one.
long one
and,
today.
yeah, it's a long one.
Yeah.
The important thing is Christmas is coming up.
2025 is almost over.
Yeah. Scary.
Wow.
We're in the run here. It's over.
It's crazy.
It is.
We did have Timmy back for a short period. He ate the same thing Anthony did. It appears that he's locked up in the bathroom. We did get a couple huge today.
Huge.
You heard that, didn't you?
Huge.
Huge. That's huge.
It's huge.
Huge. Sounds like Trump. Huge. But
That's cute.
He has the orange hair too.
He's not here, so we can say it. Hey, if you're waiting on your Doge check or what else did that dumbass Trump say
Tariff
people
Trump,
get?
man.
Tariff check.
check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, keep waiting. There ain't gonna be nothing under a Christmas tree if you're counting on that stuff.
Yeah. But guess what? Our union members, we all got our vacation checks. So, hey, we want to thank Matt for coming over and donating some of his life to us.
Merry
Hey,
Christmas, Matt.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah.
Hope
Thank
it
you
was
guys.
productive, brother. You're
Thanks
welcome
for having
anytime. Anytime you want to come and join in the fun, man.
Yeah.
Doors open.
Maybe someday we'll have to check a job on a Saturday over by Bon Air or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that sounds good.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it happens. There's plenty over there to
Yeah.
check.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
See
like
if
that
the
idea.
Piasol bird's still there.
Yeah. Don't bring Anthony. He don't like that bird either.
Yeah. Oh. We'll drag him up there.
You got it. All right, guys. Well, with that,
Peace out.
yeah, be good, and we will see you on the next turn.
See you next time, guys.
All right.